Greetings everyone again. I'm Hudson, standing in for Chef Sizwe, and today we have another young chefpreneur, female chefpreneur, and Elsie Boya. She's joining us today on the platform, and Elsie Boya, please do an introduction of yourself and your business in terms of what you do and who do you do it for, and your community, where you're coming from.
My name is Elsie and I'm the owner of Baking with Elsie. I call myself the Bakest actually because it's one of the things that I love and it's very close to my heart. I believe that I show love and affection through baking. Hence I started a baking business. I'm a financial student, so I just decided to pursue baking because it's one of the places that I love being at and I give it my all. So yeah.
Wow. So where are you based? Which community?
I'm based in Centurion, but I'm originally from Limpopo, in a rural area called Chefpreneurs. So basically, I wish that one day I can go back to the community and empower women to start their own businesses and put bread on the table.
Okay, so originally from Chefpreneurs and now you are in Centurion. Which area is Centurion? Suburbs or?
Clubview.
Clubview.
Yes.
Is it suburbs or?
In the suburb of Littleton.
Is it suburbs?
Yes.
Okay. Now you saying you're gonna obviously take an opportunity at some stage to go back home as Chefpreneur and assist young chefpreneurs or people that are in business to actually venture into business space. But that is very much interesting. I think that is giving back to the community where you're coming from. Tell us more about your business. And what do you do, and what services do you deliver?
I'm a pastry chef.
Yes.
So basically I deal a lot with baking, but I also do cook most of the time, but for intimate events, because my specialization is within pastry. I've got different clients from different areas. We do cakes, we do desserts, we do platters. And then also an opportunity that I got granted through SAC, I'm able to offer classes, and at the end of the class I can give a student a certification just to show that they have been collaborated or worked with Baking with Elsie.
Wow, so you also do those informal training classes as well?
Training classes, which I wish to take back to the communities and empower Black young women that also want to start their businesses or be where I am, because with me, the motto of my company, success with Baking with Elsie, lies in the lives that we touched of unprivileged people. Amazing. So for me, it's not only about the money, but how many people can go to bed with something that they've to eat, or being able to have a source of income through the skill that I'll be passing on to the less privileged, because it's not everyone who gets a chance to be a chef who come to SACA, because also, as we know, poverty is very contagious.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to break the ice, and I believe that I'll get there.
Well, so you're saying now it's about impartation of skills and enabling people to eat and at least have something to eat, which is very much, interesting. So, Chef, I just wanted to know, there's something that I'm trying to pick up. You are teaching people how to bake. How long did it take you to learn this skill?
I think it was let me not say I think. I started cooking at a very young age. Yeah. My mother loved to bake, but my grandmother was good. So it's something that I got from my grandmother because I used to spend time with her. Then I used to read, watch YouTube, and that's where it actually got off. And I was like, you know what, go girl, I'm going for it. And here I am today.
Wow, so that's amazing, that's amazing. But now there's a young woman out there. And let's be realistic. Mm-hmm. Life is not so nice, and now with the COVID-19, a lot of things have happened, So situations have taken over, but they've got a skill.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what skill they have, but they have a skill.
They have a skill, yes.
What do you want to say to them? Because some of them are sitting at home depressed, becoming, what do you call it? Couch potatoes.
Yes.
So they're sitting at home getting frustrated. What motivational word do you want to send to them out there in terms of themselves standing up? Because we need more young female businesses, to emerge, especially in our local economy, or you call it township economy. We need them to actually now start awaken so that they can be able to to actually render businesses. So what do you want to say to that young woman out there that is actually frustrated at this stage? They cannot break barriers.
They must start. The first thing to do is to start.
Right.
You must start. What do I mean when I say you must start? Success never goes around knocking on people's doors. Saka never came and knocked at my door. I came to Saka. So go to that various department that you need your service to be established to. Yes. So what am I saying to that? If you don't come out and say, look, Elsie, I need help with 1, 2, 3, I'll never know if you want help. So you must always, the first thing you need to do is start. It first starts with you before you can say you didn't get a service, or you need to start. So success, you need to start. To establish your business, you need to start. Start. That's the motto. That's what God Baking with Elsewhere is. You must just start.
You must just start. But now here's a very, very familiar, famous question. Let me put it that way. It's a famous question that says, I don't have money to start, and government is not giving me money, and no one is willing to fund me. These are the questions that are actually constantly coming back to say, no one is assisting me. You have, yourself now being not a well-established business, but you are moving on. Has anybody funded you?
No. Actually started in grade 10. I used to sell pens in class. Like anything that happens in class, if I can see that, there's no rulers, they like this, I went for it. I started with selling sweets. Let me not lie. Sweets went to pens. And then I started just saving money from that through investments with your net bank at that time. That's how it starts. Let me tell you one thing about the young generation that we have. We don't need money to start business. You need to have the energy. You need to start. This is the very same person who tells you that they need funding has an expensive weave. It goes back to what? Priorities. If your priorities are not straight, you are not going to get your goal. So the problem is not having the money. Priorities.
Wow. Thank you very much. That is powerful. There you've had it, colleagues out there, friends and associates of the Chefs Association. We're having this from Miss Boya about you have to start. Don't buy the expensive weave, and say somebody doesn't fund you. That expensive weave can buy a few fed cakes right there in the streets so that you can be able to start. Thank you very much from me, Hudson. That was a good interview. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chef, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, and we're blessed to be here. Baking with Elsie is really, really blessed to be here.
Baking with Elsie. Thank you.